B-Marsh Boxing with a quick post-fight review for this fight. We had world title fight coming out of Manchester, UK. I believe it was in Manchester. I think it is, yeah, because that's where Terry Flanagan's from. And Terry Flanagan and Maurice Hooker, they fought for the vacant WBO 140-pound title. That's junior welterweight. And this was a close nip and tuck fight, ladies and gents. You see, through the first, I think through the first 8 rounds, I had it 4-4. I gave the first 2 rounds to Maurice Hooker. I gave round three to Flanagan. I gave 4 and 5 to Hooker, and then 6 and 7 and 8, I gave it to Terry Flanagan. Terry Flanagan was the southpaw in this fight, and he was fighting against a guy who had a much longer reach. And the man, Maurice Hooker, used this jab effectively. It wasn't no big thundering neck snapping jab, but it was an irritant. You know what I mean? It was just something to stay busy and keep the guy with the shorter reach at least a 10-inch reach advantage for Maurice Hooker. It kept Terry Flanagan at bay, and Terry Flanagan just it was found it a hard time to get on the inside. You know what I mean? Terry Flanagan is more of a straight puncher, if you know his fighting style, more than a hooker. And in this particular fight, to get on the inside, he'd have to be throwing hooks. You know what I mean? And he wasn't quite effective that way. He did land occasionally some straight left hands from the southpaw stance, but he needed to get on some hooks. He did throw some straight right jabs from the lead position, and also left hands to the pit of the stomach as a jab, and going to the body. But he didn't stay on the inside as much. But on the few rounds that he did get occasionally some hooks in there. You know what I mean, to keep the man Maurice Hook on the back foot, trying to keep the man off of him with his jab, because usually Maurice Hooker isn't very strong with his right hand. Even his left hand is more of a pawing jab, you know what I mean? It's more of an irritant. You check it, it got really no snap behind it, but because he had the size advantage, it kept the man Flanagan at bay. And the man Maurice Hooker, he just would box going backwards and just occasionally throwing more right hooks than straight right hands. But he did land some right hands. And those right hooks were when the man Terry Flanagan did happen to get on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Maybe from the jab or doubling his jab to get on the inside. Round seven, there was a head clash, which had the man Terry Flanagan's face leaking. You know what I mean? It was right in the middle of his forehead, but he weathered the storm. But the championship rounds, round 12, I gave it to the man Maurice Hooker, and I believe I gave around 11 to the man Terry Flanagan. So it was a close nip and tuck fight, and I had this victory for the man Maurice Hooker. He did the unthinkable, and I picked him on EJ Boxing Live's prediction hangout. I picked up Terry Flanagan to win. You know what I'm saying? I probably should have watched more film on the guy Maurice Hooker, because last I saw Maurice Hooker was on that fight. He got the dubious decision versus Dolly Perez, you know what I mean? But this was the man Terry Flanagan's first step up fight at light welterweight, and he fought a guy who's a main staple over there at light welterweight, man. And congratulations to Maurice Hooker, you know what I mean? The man got 8 kids. He got a family to feed, you know what I mean? So this was a big opportunity, and he seized the moment, you know what I'm saying? So congratulations to him. I enjoyed the fight for the first, I'm sorry, more for the last, since from round seven, when Terry Flanagan had to really step on the gas because he was losing some rounds, you know what I mean? But ultimately, man, the jab and the length, I think, is what um, beat the man Terry Flanagan. Skill wise, I think Terry Flanagan's a better fighter, you know what I'm saying? But the reach advantage was just too much, you know what I mean? And if the guy was more of a hooker, Terry Flanagan, and a guy who really wants to fight on the inside. And he did. He tried to get on the inside. There was a lot of clinching in the second half of the fight from both fighters, you know what I mean? Somebody get ready, watch this Tyson Fury fight, you know what I'm saying? He's making his comeback. And congratulations to Maurice Hooker, the new champion at 140 pounds with the WBO title. And who else is there at the 140-pound title with belts? We got Jose Ramirez with the WBC. We have who has the WBA? Kyrie Relic. IBF, I believe, at the moment is vacant because I think Mikey Garcia vacated that title. to remain at lightweight with his WBC strap. You know what I mean? So Maurice Hooker, man, he's in good company. Those are some good fights that could be made at 140. And there's a lot of other guys contenders at 140. So I'd love to see him versus guys like Regis Prograis. That's a good fight. If Regis Prograis is the mandatory, can't get a fight with he can't get a fight with this Jose Ramirez, who seems to be ducking him, then I'm sure I'd like to see Regis Progress. You know what I mean? Who else? What is it? I was about to say something. Damn, I got distracted by Tyson Fury. Yeah, man. I think that's it, man. B Marsh Boxing about to seal the deal on this live stream. Oh, Josh Taylor is another guy. He's in the WBC rankings. But I wouldn't be surprised if they try to lure the man Maurice Hooker to come over there to Scotland so Josh Taylor could fight for the WBO belt. That I would not be surprised. All right, B Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments, and I'm gone. Peace.